This life we live, it's full of positives, it's full of negatives. When the negatives come around, you got to choose what you're going to do about them. You can get some porn, you can get some liquor, you can get some weed, you can get some nicotine, you name it. You know what I'm saying? I did the same thing. I still struggle with the same thing when it comes to the negatives. I'm still trying to overcome it. But look, when you come down from any of those things, it's still there. Those negatives are still affecting you. The key is to put them to their proper place so they can have rest. And that's to Jesus. You give them to Jesus, they can stay there. What it do, baby? Welcome back to another episode of Words by William. It's been a little minute. I got braids. Y'all like them? Y'all said y'all like them. I feel that. Yeah, I like them too. They kind of cold. They kind of nice. It might be me now. But yeah, I'm trying to get this content going with the ministry. Get it flowing, get it consistent. This walk is hard. It's not easy. I'm consistent with other things in life, but I really got to be consistent with this. This is my test. This is my ministry. So, welcome back, y'all. Without further ado, let's get into it. So, a scripture in Psalm says to cast your burdens upon the Lord, and He will sustain you. Jesus said in Matthew to come to me, all who are weary, who are heavy laden, who carry heavy burdens, who labor, and I will give you rest. See, in Jesus' obedience to His Father's will, He took our burdens and carried them to the cross. But first, you have to come to Him. That's what He says in the beginning. You must seek Him. You must find Him. And once you do, then you can give Him your burdens. And that's not to say that you won't have the negatives. You won't have the problems of life. But what I'm saying is the weight of those problems. Because a burden is a weight. Now, sometimes those problems do disappear after giving them to the Lord. So I'm not saying they can't. But what I'm referring to is the burden of it, the shame, the stress, trying to impress people. He said He never give you more than what you can bear, but a lot of those times we try to bear it alone. You ever heard the saying, many hands make light work? If you got your hands and the Lord's hands, and y'all got to pick up a bed, you got to pick up your cross. That cross going to feel a little bit lighter. That bed going to feel a little bit lighter than you trying to carry it on your own. You know what I'm saying? So if it ever feels like this too much, then think about who's doing the work. Jesus don't mind. You know what I'm saying? So remember, you're not a superhero. You're not a Superman. You're not a Superwoman. You're not Captain America. And speaking of Captain America, did y'all watch Falcon, or y'all been watching the Falcon and Winter Soldier series? Good series, but they really tried to replace Captain America. Spoiler. I should have said spoiler alert in the beginning. My bad. But nah, you can't replace Captain America. Anyways, you're not Jesus. So give him to Him. Another side note, you may not be Jesus, but you can be like Him though. Don't get discouraged. Jesus was a out of this world being literally, but still a human. Crazy. But you can be like Him, so don't get discouraged, okay? You're just not Him. Keep that in mind, please. Because if you want to fulfill God's expectations, you got to rely on His power. Makes sense? So, for example, I remember taking biochemistry. Gross, right? Chemistry, orgochem. Don't get me started on anything that's other than what I really wanted, like my anatomy and phys. Bueno. But anyways, I remember taking those. Sometimes I had bad grades, and they brought me low. Now, what I could have did after I got the bad grade, and I'm looking at it, be like, yeah, dog, I'm definitely down in some liquor tonight. You know what I'm saying? Like, I could have did that. What Kendrick say? Swimming pool, drink, headshot, drink, wake up, drink, pass out, drink. Let's change that to pray, wake up, pray, pass out, pray, pass out. From praying, something like that. Anyways, I could have did that, but when I came back from being drunk, I still got a bad grade, and I'm like, dang, man, let me go to the ENA, let me go to Sunny Mark Speedway, let me get another bottle, or I could have been like, hey, Lord, I probably could have studied more. I was too busy gaming, going to the gym, working out, partying maybe. So I know I didn't play my part. But, sometimes you study a lot and you still get a bad grade because sometimes it's literally not like the study guide. You know, these professors, they be doing stuff sometimes. You go in there and you're like, man, this was not on the study guide. So that too. But you still got a bad grade nonetheless. So you just bring it to the Lord and you tell him, take this feeling that I have and give me your feeling or what you think of me. Because all he has for you are good thoughts. So you take that and, you should feel better. You should feel the weight come off because you're still going to have the bad grade. So study better next time. Or maybe I should have studied better. Yeah, you get what I'm saying. Same with loneliness. We cast that on a lot of things, especially people. With me, I struggle with this a lot. I used to cast it on women thinking that being with them, I feel less lonely. Or with friends, being with them, I feel less lonely. But guess what? I did. Because I needed to learn the difference between being lonely and being alone. See, I was never actually alone. God was always with me. He is always with me. I just need to learn his presence, need to feel it, be aware that he was there and is there. And if you struggle with this, God is there. He wants to be in your life. You just need to allow him. He's just waiting for permission. To piggyback off of that, once you start realizing God's presence and his saving grace, those burdens are already going to start feeling light. No camp. No kizzy. But Will, I don't know how to cast my burdens unto the Lord. Well, listen up. I got you. Just like I'm talking to y'all right here. You do the same thing with God. You set your heart, you set your mind on him, and you just tell him, It's that simple. You just tell him. Talking to God is so stress relieving. Y'all don't even know. I don't know if y'all do. If y'all aren't talking to God, I suggest you start doing it today. You're probably already talking to yourself. You might as well talk to God. Because then you're going to get some feedback. You're going to get some good feedback, honestly. But yeah, it also takes being humble to do that. You got to admit your weaknesses. And you got to swallow your pride when you do that because, you need his strength. Part of the scripture in 1 Peter says, God resists the proud but gives grace to the humble. So, be humble. Just like Kendrick said. Another song of Kendrick. Sit down. Be humble. Just come to God low and he'll bring you back high. Okay? Cast your burdens on him. Oh wait, I think you point to it. You point. You gotta make the face, Not me trying to get a thumbnail. I'm gonna get a thumbnail out of this though. It's gonna be